Hi, Linda. Can you hear me okay? Oh, it says we're still connecting your audio. So let's check that. So sorry for the delay. I had a little
That's
trouble with
okay.
my internet. I think just the winter storm was making it funky. I reset everything. So it
Okay.
seems like it's working better now. So
Oh, good.
everything looks and
Did you
sounds
get
good.
new internet?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
righty. Yeah, good. Everything looks good. Yeah, I think just I don't know what it was, but I reset everything and it seems like it's working better now. So
Good.
apologies for the delay.
No
How are
problem.
you today? How's your voice feeling?
It
And
feels
are you
fine.
staying warm? I know it's a little cold outside. When I have been
I
taking my
am.
dogs out, I'm like, oh, hurry
We
up.
we have had a burst pipe and a frozen shower this week,
Oh
though.
no. Wow. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband's been trying to do all the things, like
Yeah.
making sure the pipes are insulated.
Right.
Like he ran warm water like on a little like trickle through the sink and stuff overnight. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad he knows all those things. That's rough. Oh man. That sounds expensive. Oh.
Yes.
Yikes. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh.
So
Oh,
I'm
well,
staying warm, but parts of my house aren't.
yes, yeah, you're okay, but the house is struggling. Oh man. Yikes. Oof. I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's
And
okay.
I hope it ends up being pretty like easy to get that fixed. But I bet a lot of people are having stuff like that right now. So
Yes, I'm sure.
just because,
Yeah,
we're not quite used to this weather. Like my mom's family's from Minnesota, so I'm like, oh, like I know how to bundle up and like dress for this, but I feel like it's not normal for us. Like our houses aren't quite as insulated and everything. So like, because
that's
my
true.
grandpa's talked about that before, like how building houses there is more expensive just because of the insulation
Uh,
and the weatherproofing and everything. And I know like going into the winter season, they do a ton to like get ready for it. So
yeah.
every year it's like a big scramble to like, it's like, all right, winter's coming. We gotta get everything ready, winterize everything. So, oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think we just, we don't usually, it can be like pretty warm, like in the 70s in the winter, and then it'll be like now where it's like, oh, it feels like 2 degrees outside or whatever.
Yeah,
Or yeah, so I'm surprised though we haven't had a lot of snow yet. So
not yet.
I prefer the snow to the ice personally.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm like, I'll take 20
Definitely.
inches of snow over a thin sheet of ice every day.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah.
Right.
All right,
More
so
like,
how has your practice been going this week?
okay. Since Tuesday,
Yeah,
I've sung along with our lesson a few times, and I've
great. That's good to hear.
been also just singing along with Kathleen Battle, the whole song. So
Nice.
starting to learn more of it. I have some questions I wrote down for you or things to work on. So,
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, good. Awesome. Anything you noticed as far as what was happening with your voice, things that maybe were opening up and working really well, things that maybe were a little bit more challenging in particular?
um, well, I think um, we need to work on the breaths and the A phrase because we didn't figure that out. And
Okay,
then
yeah, absolutely.
there's some
Yeah, how to
timing,
place the breaths, the timing.
and then the timing on the word ladder in the second and
Mm.
third phrases for some reason. Um, that those things I would like some help with.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Yes, those definitely make sense. And those small little changes can make a really big difference. So yeah, I think that's good. We can definitely look at that. Um,
Okay.
And hopefully that makes a big difference. Did you get a chance to warm up today?
Not yet.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna get that voice going
All
and
right.
in a great place to tackle our piece. All right, so
Awesome.
let's focus a little bit higher here starting out. And let's see. So we're gonna do on a slide first, and let's do on that tongue trill to get us going. Um, and we're gonna focus on that breath. So let's do on a so a nice long flowing phrase. We're going to try to not breathe between a third, a fifth, and an octave slide. All right, breathing in. All right, so we're definitely solidly in head voice there. Um, let's switch to just an octave slide now. All right, as we work our way up to the whistle register, breathing in. Are you still feeling okay there?
Yeah, it's getting to the top, that's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. We're in that Christine Daae Phantom of the Opera land now. So, yeah, it's pretty high, or like, playing a Puccini role, that kind of thing. Um, so let's just go ahead and do a sigh back down. That was our first exercise too. So I was like, we're on the tongue trills, so I feel like we can go a little farther.
Yeah,
But you
it's
know,
fine.
yeah, and you sounded comfortable, so I was like, I think we can keep going, but let's go ahead and stop there for now. If we work a little bit higher than that, with other exercises, great, but let's go ahead and do a sigh down. So
Oh.
yeah. All right. Okay, I just was taking a little note on how far we went up there just for myself to kind of keep track. All right, so let's try now. We're going to switch to vowels and let's do on E, A, A, on a scale. All right, breathing in. E, A, A, E. E, I, E. E, I, beautiful. So another sigh back down. Nice. All right, beautiful. And let's switch to an arpeggiated pattern now. Let's do this on coo, ko, ka, ko, coo. All right, breathing in. Coo, ko, ka, ko,
Koku.
coo. Coo, ko, ka, ko, 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 coo. All right, beautiful. Does that feel good?
That's fine.
Yeah, it started to sound just a tiny, tiny bit pinched right at the top there. So I just want to make sure that we're staying really open and vibrant there. So
Okay.
um, let's do on a ooh, slide up to an ah, back to an ooh. So it'll be a ooh, just like a big wave, a big washing of breath there. Breathing in. Ooh, ooh, Did that feel good?
Yes.
Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, it sounded more resonant and rounded to me. Awesome.
Okay.
Let's just slide into the low as well, just because I want to hear us, opening that part as well, just to get that balance. So good, excellent. All right. How did that low part feel there?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, great. So then let's go ahead and let's try. Just show me where the song is at, and then let's go from there. Do you want to try it with Kathleen Battle? Do you want to try it by yourself?
I'll do it with her.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, if that's how you've been practicing it too, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. upon the earth. I know that my Redeemer at the latter day upon the no one's destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. I know that my and no one's destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Shall I see God? I know that my Redeemer, for now is Christ risen from the dead. The first fruits of them that sleep. Of them that sleep, the first fruits of them that sleep. For now is Christ risen, for now is Christ risen from the dead. So here she goes off the mute.
Yeah. So still kind of learning this part. Yeah, no problem. Let's go ahead and stop there. That was beautiful. A lot of really good work that I'm hearing there. Okay, so what do you feel like you've progressed in there? Like, what do you feel like has moved forward? Where have you seen the growth since our last session?
I feel like I'm really learning the A, B, and C phrases a whole lot better.
Good.
feel like I'm hitting the high notes
Awesome.
with her, and yeah,
Nice. I'm so
I'm
glad to
figuring
hear
out the
that.
breath.
Good. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right, good. So, um, let's see. Let's try. Do you have any thoughts on what you want to focus on right now? Like from that run through, did anything kind of pop up for you that you were like, I really should work on this?
I've got three things written down.
Okay, tell me.
So the first thing is the breaths in the A phrase.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Awesome. So you want to just start there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it. All right, breaths in the A phrase. So just placing those, knowing where those should be, um, like how much time we have to take those. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and we're going to go through those. And hopefully you can take some notes on those, like where, so that you can revisit this later.
Yeah.
All right, so just looking at the music here, I know that my Redeemer liveth. Um, I would say you have some options there. You can do all of that in one. You could also do I know breath that my breath Redeemer liveth. Um, I feel like I know and then a breath there that my Redeemer liveth, or I know that my breath Redeemer liveth. Those would both be okay. So those are optional
If
spots
needed.
there.
Okay.
You've got time, and I don't feel like it'll mess up the flow of the phrase um, because you've got those half notes there. Then and you've got plenty of time after that. So I would try to maybe like breathe in, breathe in, time it where, you're coming right in and you feel like you've got a nice breath there. Um, when I have longer stretches there, I'll sometimes breathe through my nose because you'll breathe in a little more slowly as well. Um, so liveth, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and that he shall stand. Um, I would say, and that he shall stand. I probably wouldn't breathe until after stand. You could breathe after he, but I feel like after stand is good. I probably wouldn't do the tie. I'd recommend not doing that tie and giving yourself a breath on that measure with at the latter day.
Okay.
So that tie there, just cross that off and take a breath before at the
Okay.
latter day. Um, I think there you also, that tie on day, you could cross off the tie into the next measure. Take a breath before the da 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 da. So at the latter day, breath a upon the earth. Does that make sense? So crossing off the tie there as well. And I think that should be enough there that you can get through those.
Okay.
And then, so why don't we just try that much of it with
What
the
what if I do it between day and upon?
day? It's tricky because you've got 16th notes there and you don't have a ton of time. Um,
Okay.
And if we do it as a like a quick release breath kind of thing, then you just keep that same vowel. I think it'll be okay to do it there. Latter. I think it'd be easier to breathe after latter than after day
Okay.
because you at least have an eighth note there. So you could do at the latter day upon the earth as well.
Okay.
So that could be an option right there. You'll have to do a little catch breath, a little quick release breath. Um, yeah, so you've got some optional breaths there. So let's feel
Okay.
out. Um, what we like. Let's try it a few times and just try breathing in these different spots. And for now, let's just take this on an ooh vowel. And let's do this on do 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 do, little flicks of the tongue, a nice rounded shape, a nice pull in the cheeks here, a nice lifted palate. All right, breathing in. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. And that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 All right. You also could do before the little on day, you could do little catch breath there. A upon the earth right before the 16th notes. I think you could sneak one in there as well. So it'd be day. So day, 2, 3, day, hey upon the earth. So right after the last eighth note in the three eighth notes there, right before the 16th, you could try taking a breath there as well. Um,
Okay.
let's go back through and let's do this on ka ka this time. Breathing in. One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, breath. Caw, 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 all right, great. So let's go ahead and try that on our words now. One, ready, breathing in. I know that my Redeemer liveth. One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, breathe. And that he shall stand at the last today upon thee. Yeah, good. So we always look at both the text and the musical phrasing at what works best. Um, in my experience, Handel sometimes doesn't always give us great places to breathe. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I did for this musical festival, like classical music festival in Luxembourg a handful of years ago. Um, we did an unpublished Handel aria oratorio Gloria from an oratorio that they had found like in the libraries at Oxford, and man,
Mm.
there were 2.5 pages where he just literally never gave you a breath. And I was like,
Oh.
okay, so I just had to find places to give myself a breath,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's not possible. So
Yeah.
sometimes he doesn't always give us good
Right.
places. So we, as breath wind instruments, we have to find those. If we were a trumpet or a clarinet, we also would be wind instruments. But they can do circular breathing where they breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. So it never actually passes through the vocal folds or oxygenates them.
Oh.
It's a technique
What do you
that they
know?
can learn to use. We as singers, though, we have to have the air go into the lungs because it has to pass through the vocal folds on the way out. So circular breathing is not an option for us. It's not something that we can learn to do because it has to move past our vocal folds.
Gotcha.
So it's
Right.
like that is not possible for us. We
Right.
literally cannot do it. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so we have to take the breaths. That is our only option. And we take them. So yeah,
So we do.
I would say like as a rule of thumb, as a singer, if you have to take a breath, you take the breath. Always.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to stop singing. And we don't want that, right? So even if you're like that was an awkward place, it's better to take the breath than to not take it. Yeah? So rule of
Okay.
thumb, if you need a breath, you take the breath.
Okay.
And if you have a
All right.
conductor or someone like a pianist who's like, "Why did you do that?" Just be like, "Okay, they are not a wind instrument and they don't understand.
All
That's
right.
okay, right?" Okay,
Yeah.
so we are going to try now. Let's try singing that through on our vowels one time because I want to get that even smoother legato line. So we're gonna just take out our consonants for a moment and just focus on our vowels. I, O, I, E, O, E. All right, breathing in. Two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, breath. All right, lovely. So then let's try that one more time, this time on our actual words, and see if we can keep it as smooth as we just did. All right, so short, crisp, quick, clean consonants. Breathing in. I know that my Redeemer liveth. One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, breath. And that he shall stand at the Lord today upon the earth. All right, good. So I also want to point out if we have a word or a phrase that is starting in a vowel, let's put a tiny glottal strike on there, a little accent, a little kick of breath energy through the vocal folds. Because we don't have a consonant, it's going to feel kind of like it just sort of like glides in. Without that, it's going to be a much cleaner, stronger entrance. So, like, I know, and that he, right? At the latter day, upon the earth. All of those should have that little glottal strike to give it a really nice, strong, sharp, clean, clear entrance. All right. Breathing in. I know that my Redeemer liveth. One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, breath. And that he shall stand at the Lord today upon the earth. Yes, beautiful. All right. So, do you feel like the breaths are feeling better there?
Yeah.
Excellent. What was your second thing on your list?
Timing in the B and C phrases for the word
Okay.
ladder.
Ah, okay. Specifically for that word.
It just seems
Um,
like I keep getting that one wrong.
yeah. So latter is going to fall right on the strong one beat. It looks like in the B phrase. And it also will be on the strong one beat in the C phrase. So it might be like those fast notes leading
It's
into
more
it.
how long does it last? That's what I
Oh,
struggled.
okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it will be strong on the one in the B phrase. We hold for 2.5 beats, and then ter comes in on the and of the three, and then day will be on the strong one again. Um, so that will be stand, two, three, two, two, three, hold breath at the latter day, is how that's going to go. At the latter day
Today.
upon the earth. Yeah. So let's go ahead and try that B phrase, and we're gonna just see how we do with it. All right, one, two. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the law. Ah, okay. So stand is longer.
Oh,
Stand,
okay.
two, three, two, two, three. I would place the D maybe on the one of that third measure. D breath at the latter day upon the earth. So why don't we just speak it in time once, starting at this top of B. So
Okay.
one, two. I
I
know
know
that
that
my
my
Redeemer
Redeemer
liveth,
liveth,
and that
and that
he
he
shall
shall stand
stand breath at the
at the
latter
latter
day
day
upon
upon
the
the earth.
earth upon the earth.
Ooh,
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna try singing through that again.
okay.
So that stand is longer than you think. So sometimes it's not necessarily what we're like, I'm off on that, but sometimes it's what's leading into it or even what follows up that's throwing us off. So it might be just that stand is throwing off our counts. All right, breathing in. I know that
But
my Redeemer
I
liveth,
live
and
and
that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth, upon the earth. How did that feel? A little bit better?
little bit better, yeah.
All right, let's do it again. One, two. I
I
know that my
live
Redeemer liveth, and that
and that
he
he
shall
shall
stand at. Ah, so we still are coming in early on
okay.
at. So it would be
Ah,
stand. So let's actually cut
ooh,
off on the two. So stand at, and we'll do a quick release breath there. Because I think taking a full beat for the breath is throwing you off a little bit.
ah,
Sort of
okay.
and that he breath and that he
He
shall stand
shall
at the latter day upon the earth, upon
upon
the
the
earth.
earth.
All right, so let's try just that again. Um, and that he shall stand. Breath, and that he shall stand at the latitude upon the earth, upon the earth. Yeah. All right, so let's start at the top of B again. I know. So 1, 2. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latitude upon the earth, upon the earth. Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at C now. So upon the earth, breath, I know. So we won't hold earth quite as long there. So it'll be earth, breath, I know. All right, so let's try upon the earth so we can get that lead in. Breathing in, upon the earth, I know that my Redeemer liveth, and he shall stand, and at the latitude upon the earth, upon the earth. Alrighty, so why don't we actually speak this one in time as well? Let's start it upon the earth leading into C. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Upon the
On the
earth, breath.
earth,
I
I know
know that my
my
Redeemer liveth, and he
Redeemer
shall
shall
stand. So that's going to
stand.
be Redeemer liveth, and he shall. So liveth. That's kind of hard to talk about. Liveth. Give it a little extra kick of breath so you can practice that rhythm a little more
Liveth,
slowly. Yeah, liveth. Like a little
liveth.
trip. Yeah. So start just at the I know again. Ready, and I
I
know
know
that
that
my
my
Redeemer
Redeemer
liveth, and
liveth,
he shall
shall stand.
stand. This again is a
At
little
the,
tricky to say. Stand, 2, 3, 1, 2, and at
at
the.
the,
Yeah.
oh, at the,
Stand and at the lat. Yeah, it's like adding an and at the latter. Stand
okay.
and at the latter. Yeah. Start it and he shall. And he
And he
shall
shall stand
stand and at
and
the
the
latter day
day upon
upon the
the
earth upon
upon
the
the
earth.
earth,
Yeah.
upon the earth.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to speak the rhythm when it's like you're just holding the same vowel for a while. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and try that just a tiny bit under tempo one time to try to get that really clean. So if you have to breathe in weird places this time, no problem. Let's do upon the earth leading into C. Breath. Upon the
On the
earth,
earth,
I
I
know that my Redeemer liveth, and he shall stand, and at the latitude
know
upon the earth. liveth, liveth, and liveth, and he shall. So the accent should be on the eth. Liveth, and he shall. So I think I did that one a little rushed, just that spot. Liveth, and he shall stand. So veth is going to be the accented two there, which is going to feel kind of weird, which is why I did that wrong. So did I
Uh,
go again? Breathing in. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and he shall stand, and at the last today upon the earth, upon the earth. Yeah, that was right that time. So liveth, and he shall stand. So that's what I messed up there. All right. So yeah, let's try the lead in to see again. Upon the earth. Breathing in upon the earth. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and he shall stand, and at the last today upon the earth, upon the earth. I failed to take a breath, and then I had to breathe in a weird spot. So let's just check those where it's okay to breathe. Earth, breath. I know. You could breathe after no. That my Redeemer liveth, and he. You could sneak in a breath after veth. Liveth, and he shall stand. That would be just a little catch breath, a little quick release breath. Liveth, and he shall stand. And at the. That one's a little tricky, I think, to sneak in a breath. Stand. And at the. You could sneak in another little catch breath, but I think it is a little tricky to do it there. And he shall stand. So yeah, that it's tricky because it's like, where do we breathe here? So liveth, and he shall stand, and at the lat. So you can sneak one in there, at the latter day. Maybe after day. Latter day upon the you could do that dotted note on earth. You could breathe after that. So those, any of these dotted note rhythms in handle, where it's like a held run like that, you could breathe. So breath, breath, earth, up. You could sneak one in before upon, earth, upon the earth, or you could do earth upon, on breath the earth. So you could do it before upon or before the earth. But those are going to be all of those like catch breaths, those little quick release breaths. Basically, once you do like liveth all the way to the end there, it's going to be those quick little catch breaths, those quick little quick release breaths where it's teeny little sips of breath. So we have to think teeny little sips of breath more often. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel like you've been doing okay with that section?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Great. Yeah. So I think you're good there. So do you feel like we cleaned up a lot of those things that you had written down that you were like, ooh, I'm struggling with
Yeah.
that? Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Good. All right. And I love that you took those notes. So if you bring those each time, we can really specifically focus in
Okay.
on those. Um, So yeah, if you're practicing and you notice those really specific things, notate that, bring that to the session, and then we'll work to clean those up.
All right.
Awesome
Great.
work.
Okay. Thanks, Mandy.
Yeah, you sound lovely. So I know this is a little elevated. It's a little bit more of a challenge. We've done things that are more classical, but this is, a little notch up. So we're
Right.
just, we're giving you something that's like, woo, that's a good challenge for us.
We'll see.
But I do think it's good. Like it really, I think, can be motivating. And it can feel so good when you conquer it too. So if you get like frustrated or like, I need a break, we can do maybe like one of the contemporary Easter songs that you had mentioned, like
Okay.
switch or whatever. If you're like, whew, I need a day where I just, like have a break from it. So like if you are working on this like 3 days and you're like, oh, I need a break from it, but I do want to sing, maybe work on one of the other Easter songs, like In Christ Alone or something. That would be a little bit less
Okay.
challenging, but would still be enjoyable to sing, and then you can come back to it. Um, just because
All
I know
right.
sometimes it can feel like, oh, this is a beast, you're trying to
Right.
conquer and you need a little break. But just to like keep your voice exercised and, still working on things. So if you want to have one that's a little bit easier and just more fun to do, and then this one as well as a good challenge piece, I'd be totally okay with that too.
All right. Great.
But if you're loving working on this, just keep doing that.
Okay.
All right. Well, beautiful work today, Linda. Keep
Thank
up the
you.
great work. Try to stay
Thanks.
warm. I'm so sorry
You
about your
too.
pipes and things. And hopefully,
Thanks.
hopefully now, like, you kind of know. So hopefully you guys can kind of prep for tonight and tomorrow. But yeah, I know at night it gets like, oh man, like my pups, like my little ones, they get so cold. I've got two little baby ones
Oh.
and they get so cold and they're just like, please don't make me go out there. And I'm like, okay, we'll be quick, baby. Let's go.
Right.
But my little girl, Daisy's only 6.5 pounds and she's like shivering and
Oh.
she's like, do I
Oh.
have to? I'm like, honey
Yeah.
bunny, let's do it. Let's be real quick.
Right.
But yeah, she's getting older too. She's about 8 years old. So her breed usually only lives like around 10 years. So she's
Oh.
she's okay. Like she's in good health, but she definitely like has less energy than she used to and needs help like jumping up onto things and whatnot. But I mean, she's still pretty good health and everything. She started getting, how like older dogs just get these little bumps and they're like fatty deposits they can't like
Oh
process or
yeah.
something. She started
Right.
getting some of those, but like her ears are good, her eyes are still good. So I'm like, fingers crossed, we'll keep her healthy as long as we can.
Right.
But oh, she hates the cold. She hates it. She's
I
just like,
bet. I
why?
bet.
I'm like, you just want to live in like Florida or something. She's
Right.
that kind of dog where she's like, I just want to be a lap dog and I want to be warm all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I have little like jackets and things for her. But yeah,
Right.
she doesn't even like do walks and things. She's very much like a house lap dog.
Ah.
But yeah, she hates that cold, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm like, oh, I know. I don't like it either. I would hate to have to pee out in that too.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully it's not quite
Okay.
as bad. I checked the weather like earlier in the week. I think they said like 20 inches of snow, and then I checked today and they said maybe 11. So I was like, maybe it won't be as bad as they said. We'll
Yeah,
see.
maybe.
But yeah, I mean, if you're already having like pipes bursting, that's like,
Well, I think I'm hoping we paid our dues already, and now we're good.
yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I should check in with my mom, make sure all her stuff is okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, woo, it can
Right.
be rough when you've got weather stuff. Because I know she's had stuff with like storms in the past where stuff got messed up on her house. So I should check in on her and see how she's doing.
Yeah.
Because she's only like
Right.
30 minutes away, too. Maybe my brother, too. He's in Castleton, so not too far from me either. So, yeah, so they're going to be experiencing, the same weather I am. So
Right.
make
Okay.
sure they're doing okay with the weather this weekend. All right. Well, you're
You
doing
too.
great. Keep up the beautiful
Thanks.
singing. I feel like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, your voice feels a little more full, rounded. I did in the warm ups take you much higher than we have to go in this piece. Um, like solidly into our whistle register. And that's just because I feel like, if we continue with some of these more advanced pieces, you might want to explore some more of the whistle register. So, or even
Yeah.
for like Christine Daae and Phantom of the Opera or something, you might want to access that.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, so there are
Okay.
pieces that you might want to use that for. So I'm just kind of preemptively keeping that really open and healthy. So,
Well, thank you.
alrighty, well, keep up the great work. I will see you next week.
See you then.
Bye,
Thanks.
Linda.